Hi guys, Krystina here. So I haven't been doing many videos lately. I've been super busy with all of my brushes, sending out brushes, all the deliveries from the brushes, working with clients, pop-up events, networking, all of that good stuff. So I thought I would do a video on a couple of blogs I've posted lately. One being the blushes from Benefit, show you how to use them, and then my 5 ultimate face brush set, how to use those 5 brushes, especially if you just want to create a beautiful simple makeup that doesn't take you too much time. So I thought I would just go over the real basics, being foundation, concealer, and then showing you how to do the blusher. I see time and time again ladies getting their foundation wrong. That could be from not blending, not having the right colours. So I will take you through it. I really want to make this video quite short so it doesn't take up too much of your time, but give you valuable information that you can use on a daily basis. So let's get into it. I have no makeup on, which I do not like. I don't mind, obviously, day to day when I'm at home by myself or something like that, or playing sports, but in front of a video and whoever's watching, yeah, a little bit different experience. So let's start anyway. If you were going to buy a foundation, let's start with that. How do you know what suits you? You would, a lot of people have been told to test it on their wrists. Now my wrist colour is not the colour of my face. It's a lot lighter, so I would never test it on my wrist because I do not want a white face. You can see even my hand is very white compared to my face. So test it on your face, ladies. Test it on your face. You just get maybe 2 or 3 colours that you think are going to suit you. Swipe them on the side of your face, rub it in, and whatever you think, whatever one comes up the most invisible that you cannot see, that is the colour for you. So just test on your face, don't be shy, go and ask an assistant to help you, and that's the best way you will find your foundation. So test on the face. I'm going to show you 2 different versions of foundation. A powder version, which I use on a daily basis, which I just love the coverage and it just looks better on my skin over time as well. And then the liquid foundation, which most people generally use. So there's BB creams, CC creams, cream foundations, liquid foundations, there's mousse foundations, there's too many foundations, to be honest, on the market. So I will just help you with the application of powder and concealer. Sorry, powder and liquid. I'm just going to go into first though, concealer. I don't know if you can see really closely. I'm not going to come up close either. Is my pigmentation on my forehead. I've had that for at least a couple of years now since I moved from London to Hong Kong. Hyperpigmentation just decided to show itself on my forehead. I am getting rid of it soon with some retinol and vitamin C serums, which I'm super excited about. But for the meantime, it's actually quite a good demonstration how I would cover it, and also for other people that may have hyperpigmentation as well as under the eye. So I like to use the Benefit airbrush concealer. This is all the new range at the moment, if you can see that. It's called Boing, which I really find a hard word to pronounce. It's quite funny. But it's a really beautiful concealer. I use that personally for myself on clients. I love the Laura Mercier concealers, the Secret Camouflage concealer. So sorry if I keep hearing beeping, that is my messenger. I like to use my concealer brush, KTK concealer brush, if you can see that. It is super light. It is more of the flat concealer brush. It's not too thick at all. It's a good size to get in under your eyes and cover any big areas. So this may look really funny because I do find that this area is quite larger area. So what you would do on any application is bounce or tap your concealer. So I'm just going to look into my mirror at the same time. Where you need the coverage. Never swipe it down because you're not going to get that full coverage that you need on those areas. Add more as you please, as you wish and as you need, but this is the general way that you would apply your concealer. I'm going to make this video, try and make it 10 minutes or less, because I know everybody has super busy days and I just want to make it 10 minutes. We'll see. So just tap over your pigmentation, any areas that you need coverage. Okay, it's a bit light there, and that's what you need. You want a lighter coverage, 1 to 2 shades lighter than what your normal foundation would be. Thicken consistency if you need. Under the eyes, I don't like to put it straight on. I like to mix it with my foundation just so it's a little bit more thinner and it doesn't set into any fine lines. So I would use a 1-to-1, I always use a 1-to-1 combination. So just load your brush up again, mix it in. You can see that it's all mixed in now, but my foundation is darker than my concealer. And then again, tap onto your under eye area. Take it right underneath wherever you think you need coverage. I like to create a triangle just so it takes away the illusion of that dip there. It does quite a good job. Take it into the inner corner because sometimes you do get a little bit of discoloration there. And I like to take it over my eyes. Check out, sometimes people have veiny eyes or blues and greens coming through. Sometimes a bit confusing with the different views of the camera. Again, take it onto the other side of your eye and over the top. Okay. Just like that, easy peasy, tapping motions, and your concealer is done. See, this is taking me hardly any time, and that's what you want when you're a working lady, or you've got children and you work. You want an easy, fast application process that does the job. So, eyes concealed, pigmentation concealed, make sure that's all nicely blended in. Then I'm going to show you first the powder application. So you've got the KTK powder brush, but whatever brush you have on hand, easy peasy use it. Load your brush up with your product, tap it off on the top of your hand like I always like to do with any product, so you don't go on your makeup doesn't go on too hard or too strong early. And then just in circular motions, work your way. I always like to start on the top of my cheek and work your way downwards. Just going to look into the mirror again. Work your way up onto your forehead. I'm nearing 9 minutes. It's not going to be 10 minutes. Sorry, guys. Over your eyes. And just really make sure it's nicely blended. Into the corner of your nose, chin, upper lip, always circular motions. So you get the idea of that. And you can see that's really nicely added colour back into my face after doing all of that different concealing. Okay. Just make sure, I cannot stress enough how much blending makes a huge difference to your complexion. And it even just makes your makeup sink in nicely as well as last longer. If you do it correctly at the start of the day, then you are going to find that your makeup stays on for the rest of the day and it does not move. Okay, powder done. So circular motions, working all the way down your face, blending everything in, down your cheek, down your jawline, down your neck, onto a little bit of your chest, over your ears, making sure everything is nicely blended. Then we go in with, I want to show you how to do the liquid foundation. So I've got the KTK foundation blender. I have to use 2 colors just because we're coming out of summer and going into winter. Oh, sorry, I got hair all over my face. So we just mix them together, 50-50 about, but if you're just the one color, just use the one shade, of course. Mix your foundations together, and I like to start from the top of my forehead and just work your way down. You can do it in short, sharp motions or long motions, circular motions. I think with this brush it's best circular motions because it's more of a dome shape. Just work it on under your eye, always just dab on top of your eye and over. Dab all of that product in because it's in a delicate area, so but you also want to make sure that you're not lifting your concealer that you've already done. Just dab into the inner corner. Just spend a little more time doing your base, because if that's all you're going to be doing or the start of anything, you just need to make sure that it is really, really nicely blended. I know I keep saying that, but it is so important that everything is nicely blended into your skin, so it's looking all seamless, one natural color, like a second skin. So you don't want it to be a mask either. Like I can still see my freckles underneath this, which is totally fine. It's given a nice glow, but it's nicely going to be blended in. Okay, and just keep working on that. You can't spend too much time. I mean, you can spend as much time as you like and you're not going to get it wrong. But the more time you spend, even just an extra minute, just blending, blend, you're going to get the best base. Okay, you get the idea. So that's the base done. Concealer under the eyes, remember going into the triangle. The concealer is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your normal base. And then all over your face, start powder. I like to start from my cheeks and work your way down your face onto your neckline. Liquid liner, a liquid foundation. I like to start at the top and work my way down, buffing it in, circular motions, all the way down again to your neckline, and making sure that's really, really nicely blended. Blusher. But actually, let me start. If you find that you are shiny, then the shadow blender is the best brush for that. I've already loaded my brush up with the translucent powder, and you just want to take away any shine. First you want to set underneath your eyes so it all stays, your concealer stays, your foundation stays, and nothing settles into your fine lines. Load your brush up again, and you just want to do circular motions along your forehead and nose, which is called your T-zone, taking away any shine that you may experience throughout the day. And again, little circular motions. I love using the blending brush just because it really gets into the little areas and gives a more better, fuller coverage. Okay, and then the blusher. So I want to start with the powder blusher. So I've got the KTK blusher brush. I've already got my brush loaded up with the powder. Maybe need to load it up again. Always tap onto the top of your hand so you don't go too bright too early. And then you always want to smile. And in the apples of your cheek, just work your way right up to where your ear starts, near the middle, where the bottom of this part of your ear is. And work it all the way up. Again, circular motions. And you keep applying until you're happy with the coverage. Tapping off the top. Yep, I think that's quite a nice coverage there. And if you find you've gone too harsh, or you just want to blend those edges out, just grab your foundation blender or any foundation brush that you might have and just blend it through. Okay, nicely blend, and you'll take any harsh edges away. And then with the Go-Go Tint or the Benefit Cosmetics liquid blusher, always put a little bit onto your cheeks from the applicator, again with your foundation blender, and just blend all of that through. As you can see, a lot goes a long way, but I always dabbing in, using dabbing motions again, making sure that it sets into your skin. It's nice and flawless, nice and seamless. And it's a nice looking blusher. Super easy to use, and you can keep applying as much as you like. But I shall leave it there. It's pretty even coverage on both sides, from the powder to the foundation side. So it's simple stuff, using all 5 brushes of the KTK range, which is super easy. So it's something that you would use if you want to do basic. You could use these for anything, but if you're just a basic girl, you want a beautiful coverage, and tools to be able to help you do that, then those 5 brushes are perfect. But I'll leave it there. 16 minutes, 6 minutes over, sorry guys. But I hope that helps. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Otherwise, thank you and bye.